Hi, I'm Jessica.
I'm Aubrey.
I'm Katie.
I'm Corey.
Hi, I'm Trina.
I'm Perla.
And I'm Jocelyn. And so, as I pursue my education in sonography and work to complete my training to become a CNA, I've realized just how important technology is when it comes to carefully monitoring people's health. And I know that in the future I'll have plenty of patients to monitor myself, but I've always been my own biggest monitor. And being a part of Gen Z, technology has pretty much been at the center of society almost my whole life. And I can guarantee that everybody here today either personally has or knows somebody that has some version of wearable technology. And wearable technology is more than just a gadget and a watch. It really shapes people's lifestyles, habits, and their goals as well. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be how the wearable technology does influence how we manage and track our health habits and goals. Then I want to talk to you guys about how wearable technology supports health research and empowers individuals and gives them control over their health. And the last thing I want to talk about today is the bigger ethical questions and the impact on society that wearable technology has. So let's begin with how it affects our health habits and health goals. UCLA Health in 2022 explains that wearables track activity, collect data to show your patterns, and to help you set goals. Personally, when I think of wearable technology, I automatically think of an Apple Watch just because that's what I personally own. But it has evolved way past that now, and now we're even seeing things like glasses, clip-on devices, and even rings as well. Now, they don't just track your health, but they also help support research for health and also empower individuals and give them a type of control over their health. In 2022, Hoon and colleagues published a review in the Journal of Medical Internet Research. They reviewed about 180 studies that included about 10 million participants and showed that wearables provide an overwhelming amount of real-world data. Also in 2022, Poppy, Belsey, and McGregor assisted in this study as well and found that wearables empower self-monitoring for current health issues and even new health issues. They also help with the communication between providers and patients, and it normalizes proactiveness. Personally, I tend to struggle with discipline, especially when it comes to getting myself into the gym and staying on a consistent pattern. And my watch personally sends me not just daily reminders to get up and move, or how much water I've been drinking, or my sleep, but it also sends me weekly overviews of what I've accomplished. Now, my grandfather as well, before he passed away, actually had a defibrillator, and we had gotten him a watch as well because he was the type to really get a lot of anxiety over his health issues and constantly wanting to be going to the doctor. And the watch for him basically brought comfort, gave him a little bit more control because he was able to check his heart rate and also track his heart during his sleep. Now, while they do have great benefits, I do want to talk about the bigger ethical questions that are valid to be asking. And the first one is regarding privacy and security. And especially nowadays with all this technology we have, the ethical question would be, what happens if this gets into the wrong hands, whether it's a bad employee, bad employer, or just a regular hacker? The next ethical question that comes into mind is affordability. And basically, the question would be, well, is this affordable for only certain classes or certain groups of people? And if so, how can we ensure the efficiency of the results in the research and data that is collected. So now that we discussed the personal, research, and social sides of wearable devices, let's kind of wrap up with what we can take away from this. And basically, wearables help monitor health, support research, and empower individuals, and raise ethical and social questions with a giant impact on society that continues to evolve. Again, wearables are more than just a gadget. They help shape our health and our society. And the next time that you guys go to look at your wearable device, whether it is the watch or the ring or the glasses, whatever it is, I encourage you to challenge yourself and think about what is the bigger picture. Thank you.